freak me out. There's no delay, is there?
No delay
going
now.
around these past couple of matches. If you're not here, I mean, right behind me, Team
You need
War
to get the
down
Noctem channel.
0-1.
Sorry, boys.
Destro?
Yeah, the Delo. Yeah,
Delo?
Yeah.
That is crazy. And Mind Freak taking
There's
map
that.
1 off of Team
We're
Big.
live.
Yep.
Lovely stuff.
Going on right now. Potential
we
upsets,
live?
potential shakeups
Yes,
in
mate.
the brackets. It is a fun
Let's
time
go.
here in
Sorry,
the Passion Pit.
apologies to
Talking
anyone
about this
watching.
match
I am in the
today,
middle of a
this
rank game
matchup
getting
right
told
now here
off.
in the winners bracket.
Yeah, they're going to
We
come
got
at me now. Like,
Noctem versus Revived
gonna come at me
Gaming,
strong
Subbase,
now.
High Rise, Andy. How you feeling about this matchup?
This one's going to be interesting. The square up on Subbase is more interesting for me than it is anything, because when you think about these two teams, historically, you have enables on both sides.
Listen, we're going to get beat 3-1. It's 2-1 right now.
Specifically for Aspect coming through for,
Should be good.
for Revive,
I still get an
right? I mean,
advert. You gotta love that, haven't you? Sub-base, high rise, and high rise. If we get that far, this is a hard one to call. This though, really.
I'm actually going to go on the hands of
they beat us in the elites, didn't they?
Yeah,
but
it just
they had
depends which team turns up, though, doesn't it? Because Disarray can be like amazing, and then sometimes you can just go, I've forgotten how to play the game.
For the high-rise search and the high-rise control,
Apologies, I've just been absolutely
for both of these two teams individually from the European
I've got 5 kills. I'm in the fourth game of
search and destroy, no matter what it is, especially considering two teams who have
I might just move to the MCW because I'm getting absolutely fucking.
Coming to Toronto, matching up against it.
It's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done.
Wait, I'll be nearly absolutely and 100% concentrated on this in a second.
See exactly how these teams, fall together.
Right, I can't get a kill.
I'm mostly excited to see how this revived gaming team.
Try not to get mad. My wife comes in and shouts at me.
In the winners bracket.
She does. She comes in, tells me off, stop making loads of noise. Start calling everyone terrible names.
To go and getting all set up for this round 3 matchup.
It'll keep you under control.
It's in the elevator.
Kind of been getting a lot of sub base too. I'm kind of surprised that we've been
like some kind of weird elevator pervert.
You have to know at this point. I mean, unless you're phase.
Get out the elevator, mate.
They can always veto sub base, and they're going to be sitting there and having a jolly old time. But out here in Challengers, it is what you know. This
Get
map
dead.
has only
Easy
changed,
reads.
Slightly.
Oh, I wanted to throw a trophy and I threw a grenade, and I've killed myself. Yeah.
In game.
17 lives to 19, right? I'm just gonna have to take the just gonna have to take the 3-minute suspension, aren't I?
Rough.
I've got to put the boys main centre stage there, haven't I?
I know you've been, mate. Everyone likes a bit of chaos by the looks of it. You know what I mean?
So sub base hard point between Noctem and
fucking hell,
off here as we are loading in Andy.
That is wild.
Lots of breakdown for how this map is going to shake up, but I'm excited to see how these players match
this
against each other
such
with so
fucking
much
freak at times.
experience. All through the comps, all through those elites.
It doesn't move across the screens, and I can see my own face now. It's freaking me out. Specs off. Let's go, boys.
P2 and Noctem going to get some initial time here, but some early gunfights, and it's
Oh,
going to be
man,
actually
it's,
piecing them apart.
you know, there's just no effort gone into it when they just can't be arsed getting like everyone's name and sorting it out. So you're trying to figure out who Challenger 102 is.
My only thing is, you know what players are like, so I'm like, if it's going to take players fucking 40 minutes to get into a game.
Time isn't bad at all either.
Yeah.
It's just about drawing a line.
I mean,
it's only one setup.
It just freaks me out. Like, how do you stay focused and warmed up when you have these huge gaps that you've got between games? I know there's not. It's a schedule. There's going to be gaps, but yeah, it just must be so difficult for them to concentrate. You'd at least think that they could get the colours correct.
I know.
Like, what could it be? Just choose a different colour for each team. What the hell, man? Poor old my head's gone.
Player number 103, it's Disarray. Trying to play his life here in the bottom side of the office.
Yeah, always over, mate.
Able to go for the reach out as well. Couldn't walk away with the second piece. But enough time for the reinforcements to come through. Yeah, but still no time for Revive. They gotta fly at this one.
I'm just confused as to why Brody's not on this cast. I'm just totally baffled. Like, this is you know, you need like the EU stato, and Brody is like the Bible of Call of Duty in the EU.
Revived Gaming all the way over.
I mean, don't get me wrong, fucking Colin and Andy are fucking. I mean, Andy's the king of prep. Like, he is the note master. If you ever see his notes, they're insane. But I'm baffled. And Brody is got to be his best casting so far as well. He was so relaxed You know, sometimes he's been a little stiff in the past, and he was super relaxed this time. It was great to watch him cast.
Currently sitting up on a 3 spray.
I
another one dead to rights. Absolutely the case here. 2 more for a cruise missile.
I do
You
like
can just see
Brody as
how
well.
much time he's buying throughout the entirety of the map. An avenue might be open, by the way, all the way
funny
through the
when he
server,
just
but it's
shits on
immediately
people.
Yeah, he's brutal.
by disarray.
He just gets to a point when he just tells someone to piss off. It's just funny.
6 and 2 out of Nile to kick things off for this Noctem team, and some good team shots.
Oh, congrats on the MSI thing, man. That's amazing. You did say it was going to be a big announcement, and that is, you know, we were speaking to the OG himself the other week. I did an interview with Odie, and he was like, one of the things is to, you know, build, but, you know, try and get your partnerships, good partnerships as early as possible, and that's a tier 1 partnership right there, brother.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Like, I'm really happy. Like, obviously, it's going to be a lot of work for us to deliver on everything that I've sold to him, but yeah, we got a tournament coming up as well, so like, if you want to get involved in that, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, I'm going to be back casting in the next, you know, probably 2 weeks at least. Just got a few bits to get through, and I'll be back on it. We're doing getting rid of this throat issue that I've had for a couple of weeks, and then we'll be flying again. But yeah, just been one of them. It's been like the last 8 weeks have been, I'd say since the start of March, it's been insane for like the most extreme reasons. Like you just couldn't make it up. But yeah, so hopefully a little settle period is gonna occur, and we'll be back hopefully casting again, me and the boys as a duo.
Can't wait.
Me and Major.
I've missed it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I have as well. It's difficult to stay on top of what's going on as well. You know how quick everything moves in challenges. You know, this is why we love it. It's like so much more insane than the CDL can be. So much more brutal in terms of changes and stuff. So that's it. This game, I thought this game was going to be close. I think this is going to be back and forth a little bit. But right now it does look like Revive. They're starting to get their shit together a little bit. But
yeah,
I see. They fucked about with this, right? All he needed to do from the original map for Subways was really change 2 and 3, and they went and fucked about with everything. But this 5 pisses me off, man. It's such a nonsense hill.
Dude, I can't even remember the old hills, though.
Well, 3, I think 3 was much further back. Was right by the far end of the sub. And so if you got 2 and got spawns for 2, you pretty much had 3 sewn up. So if they'd have just swapped out 3 and 5. I think that was the 2 and 5. Actually, I think was the argument I had. 2 and 5. I think Subbase would have been okay, but it's still a wild one, isn't it? But look, we're back to even. Said this game was going to be tight. It's so difficult to, you know, to put paper between these players, especially when if you know that there's individuals that can go off. BB Connor's been playing great all year, but anyone from your team could fucking, you know, Nile could just fucking pop off at any given moment as well. So.
Yeah, honestly, I think that this is probably, in terms of individual skills, I think this is like the best team that we've had this year.
It could be the smartest team I think we've had as well.
Yeah, just get, like, we've had some very, very good players this year, but this team, anyone can pop off at any time, and it's like,
every single kill working in favor of Noctem, and Revive need to find out how to break out of the spawn now.
I mean, it's the same exact thing that happened in the
Wait,
first
I need to like actually go to the teams to find out, because I kind of know your team. Revives.
It's Disarray, Kez, Aspect, and BB Connor.
Oh yeah, Killy, BB Connor, Disarray, Aspect, right, Louisiana, Revived. Where the fuck's Revive gaming?
It's American.
But why? I don't understand why I'm not following them. I appear not to be following them. That definitely isn't the case. Annex won, which was nice.
Yeah, they won a game of losing. Love it.
Noctem, they're fighting.
I really like Nathan Parker.
They're happy to get every single second of this hard point.
But yeah, folks, I ended up fucking having quite a lot to drink with them at the end. At the I can't remember, it was the Sunday night actually, the Katana or the Saturday night. But yeah, he was sound, but it was him and McQuan, and they were just fucking both hysterical. So it was all good.
It's fine to lose this back 20 seconds if you are revived, right? You look at where they're
no, I'm alright, go.
heads-up play ahead of P2 to be able to get the majority of the time there, sure, but if you're going to be soaking, if you're going to be chalking...
There's no more calories for me today with the... I've been calorie counting, mate, because I need to lose some weight. And I've got a massive breakfast coming my way tomorrow. It's like my entire quantity of calories for the day, so my wife's trying to offer me popcorn, but it's not happening. She's got loads of calories left because she's barely eaten today.
They flipped the map again.
To be fair, if I was going to use all my calories everywhere, it would be on breakfast.
Yeah, that's what you want, isn't it? Sausages, bacon, black pudding, hash browns. Got to shut up now. 164 to 134. We did say this is tight. I thought Noctem would start to come back a little bit. There's something off when you can only get that 30-second lead and you can't maintain or push past it, and Revive just haven't been able to do it. So I think the again, it's just it's getting out for this next hill, isn't it? This is such a pain in the arse hill, especially if you push out like that as well. Are we human? Oh, I can see it now. So
who's on 17? Oh, I don't know.
So Revive are in red and Noctem are the purple arrows, I guess.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. That's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah. This is the case of just not paying attention. Who are we exposing with 6 and 17?
I know, it's a tough one. Like, I don't want to... Oh my god.
No qualms. That's a team, that though, isn't it? So here's the thing, 6 and 7 and 18 with 28 seconds.
And again, they're breaking from the front. They flipped out Noctem. Can they hold this hill?
That's a tricky one, that. I see Dizzy is normally the kill kitten for the...
I'm just with him anymore, is he?
So is it not him? Oh yeah, that's April 28th. Oh, that's right, because he's got under the different... I saw him with Rafi, didn't I? So Detain, Keza, Genesis, that's you. Connor, Disarray, Aspect, and Kez. Don't want to throw shade, but it could it be Kez on the big stage, starting to get a bit nervous.
Luckily enough for you, Keza was able to at least clean up one player.
I don't want to jinx it and then they come back and shit on us.
No, not at all. I mean, it's still tight. There's still a lot to play.
That's going to take them out of the hill.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky. What are they on? Like, there's a solid 40 seconds though. She's still playing for time as opposed to position, but they've got to start thinking about that P1 split if you're Revived. So, and you can see that they're trying to hold on for dear life. Someone's going to have to think about it from Noctem in a minute though.
And now you have a 5-3.
Yeah, someone's already thinking 7, so already having a wee think. Probably Jin Jam.
Oh, Niall's got a cruise, I love that.
Yeah.
233 to 188. Rotation over towards P1 is about to be coming our way for Revive, and they need to rectify the situation.
Yeah, sorry, Flux. Yeah, this is all I've done. This fucking picture hobnobs in my mouth. Honestly, it was like the fucking hollow deck in Star Trek. I could literally like feel the shape of a hobnob in my mouth.
That could be your avenue to bring yourself back into this game, let alone win it for Revive.
You need to win these fights. You need to win these fights, but you have no control. And here they come. Noctem's gonna break right through the front. Dies from Revive. Last chance for Revive to hold on.
The pinch could be bad though. If they don't deal with number 1 there, they could be a problem. So the player's life and wait for that opportunity to come. Number 8 there is going to have to deal with it.
Holding on firmly for this Noctem team.
Yeah, that's it. They get the next kill. I think they've done it.
Inmates has to rush with the Renetti out. It's going to be good.
They're already thinking P2. We'll win it on P2.
For Noctem and look to the rotation.
Yeah.
One chance to break this. Only 4 seconds needed.
But once again,
just never know
if they get this wipe, it's done, mate. If they get this wipe, it's done.
Cruise Missile also gets called in by Niall. He gets all the information. All GG's.
There's still
that is GG's indeed, mate.
They need some heroics. Only 1 second left. They're gonna hop off the hill, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's able to get there for
quality work from in the end. Said it was going to be tight though, but
it is very.
Yeah, as soon as Revived couldn't like break through that like 30-35 second window trying to get a decent lead, you just felt that it was going to switch over to Noctem. Given that the one thing you got to say about this is you can't chalk a hill and just go next and get set up and be fine, but that's not a confident posture there from Luigi, is it?
Revive's head.
I feel like he's the most chill man I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
40 seconds for everybody here and there throughout the entirety of the second set. But then towards the end, around
Do you think
that
Andy's like gone, I'm not having Brody stood next to me because I'm not getting on a box again?
Two pieces for every single one he was on already, but it was that one 6-3 that kept them all trapped in the back.
I don't know whether he did or didn't, but yeah, there's unless you're Andy, you know, champion, you're going to struggle to match the height of Brody on the cast.
Yeah, and everything, you know, on the side of Revive.
Man, Niall is absolutely like an animal, isn't he? He's just completely made for it.
I feel like he plays on about 110 frames.
Is definitely important.
And his brain is at about 170 frames. He's fucking so good. Man, I saw that announcement today that it's day one release on Game Pass, and I'm like, you know, the way you just hold out hope that it's going to go back to console, because it makes no difference. Like, there's no benefit. It's not like Microsoft are worrying about shifting more copies of Windows 11 so that people have to buy PCs. Like, surely it's better for them to sell a shit ton of consoles. You know, even if it means like the next console will be like cloud-based or whatever, but surely it makes more sense for them to shift a shit ton of consoles. I just hope it goes back to console. I hope they just, hopefully, whoever's in charge of CDL next, or whatever version or whatever it's called next, has got some proper stout hairy bollocks about them. Even if it's a girl, hopefully she's got a big set of swingers and can make some solid decisions.
Fucking hell.
Noctem looking to ride that momentum.
I love it.
End of that sub base and see if they can put things away and move forward.
Poppy was doing God's work earlier. See, it's mad, like, I know we always say that Challengers doesn't get the coverage it needs, and I actually prefer sometimes the kind of coverage that Copy was doing. Like, you're there in the pit, and you know, like, and random people are coming into camera to talk to him and onto the stream and stuff, as opposed to it just being this stilted kind of just two people just, you know, going over the game. It's there's something a bit more. You don't feel as like it, I guess, unless you're someone like Chunk who wants to be there, you don't feel as out of it. Then at least you feel like you know, you can see people in the background, you know, and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I was gutted because, like, today when I woke up this morning, I see them all out last night and all that, and I was like, oh no, I would have been there.
I'd have been in bed early. It's the animal comes out in me when the drinks start flowing. I was surrounded by Drenga and Katana, and you got Murphy and Spud laying down 40 shots, and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna go bad. I've got to drive back tomorrow.
I took myself home after the first shot. I was like, no, I've got work tomorrow.
I'm 100% going to go to a couple of majors, at least a major next year, with major as well.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to get over there. And Toronto does look like it's the most organised one. Take the camera.
It's the best one I've been to as
well. I'll go with someone though. I'll like, even if it's with you guys or with Katana or whatever, I'll take the camera and do some content over there.
Yes.
The rest of Noctem just fishing for that information.
Yeah, Ethan, mate. Let me add you to the Ethan's our coach. Mate, if you don't know who it is,
yeah, I think I saw the thing earlier on. It was a quality tweet where you had owls next to the players and the brain next to Ethan.
Yeah. Be careful with that player just sitting there, because now that's the bomb down on the site. The Tane's gonna win it, and that's gonna put them in a weird spot.
Tane still lurking around the antenna. Will be dealt with, as well as the player that was all the way to the backside of the left windows. It's a 1v3 situation for Genesis. He's on the
Ben, you just need to do the analyst thing. Just say you're going as a stato. You don't need to be a coach. Are the passes just 4 players and a coach?
Yes. And then, so for Toronto, you don't even need anything else to get into a Challengers event. Usually you have to buy a ticket to like the actual CDL event as well, but you don't have to with Toronto.
You knew you had a player on the backside of the left window.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going to waste that.
That was lurking around the B bomb bomb site. Didn't see anything from the death screen. I'm sure of it if you are revived. So you isolate them individually, one long range from the damage that came over on the outside. And then
there we go.
Inside the B bomb site yourself to be able to get that win condition.
I'm good.
Wonderfully done for revive.
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
Nervous watching.
Yeah, I'm nervous watching. I don't know. I can never watch. Like every team I've been with, I always get really nervous watching them. I don't know why.
No, man, it's fair. You're invested, aren't you? You've put,
like,
heart and soul into it. So
you put a lot of time into it, so you want to see something come of it, you know.
Do you ever watch the players and just think that's not what I said? That's not what I said. What are you doing? Stop going rogue. Because that would if I was a coach, you know, you especially if you've got like things that are working when you're scrimming and stuff, and you just suddenly like someone shits the bed and like just gets like pure stage fright. That's a big kill them.
No, it's like look at these players and their histories and their COD careers. Like if they make a play, sorry. If they make a play which I don't think is right, then I just trust them to do it. Like, obviously they're doing it for a reason. If Niall makes 9 times out of 10, Niall will probably make one mistake a map. And like, if he says something that I don't know, that I don't really, if he does something I don't agree with, then I'm not going to be like, oh no, why aren't you listening to me? Because he's making every right play. He might make one little mistake here and there, but
right. Worse as a coach than it is playing.
the thing is with
Niall,
Niall,
affect it while it's playing, can you?
No. The thing is with this team though, like Niall, I compare him to Slasher. He got dropped, didn't he? But he was on the breach. Yeah. Like he's a player coach, so he's the most vocal in terms of like putting ideas forward. Nice. Yeah, he's the most vocal when it comes to putting in ideas and like who should be where and whatnot. And then I saw Chip in here and then be like, actually, I don't really agree with this. Let's try this one next scrim. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know.
That's got to be a relief right there, though. 3-1, solid fucking scoreline.
Yeah, but all the rounds we've won, there's been like all 4 up as well.
Underneath the Noctem banner, they come back in towards
I think what Noctem, especially Niall, is just as you get deeper into a game, he gets better.
Yeah, they circle the pressure. When
Kez has been amazing this year, really, hasn't he? He's
a quality player. He's a very good player. I mean, sometimes, he can get a bit stick in the VOD review because, he's just all guns blazing, and sometimes he will make a couple of mistakes on the map, but he's a brilliant player.
He's been putting up some numbers, and that's what you want from someone who's there to go a bit wild.
105, looking to make this play as Kaz, he's going to open up the first blood, traded immediately.
I don't like this.
Now we flip the map a little bit. Dane gets spotted, but he stays alive.
It's one of them as well. I like all of these players have got so much experience.
The problem is you're nowhere near each other, so that's exactly what Kaz is trying to do. Trying to get
well, I mean, look at, Jed and Kian, for example. Like, they've literally teamed with guys who are in the league now, like some of the best players in the league. Like, they're gonna have got experience along the way, I suppose.
Wow, that's a 2 versus 2, and Detain doesn't now need to put the pressure on, but even still, you can see him flying to get into position, jumps out, shut down. 1 versus 2 now. 4-player 101, and Noctem get wiped down, revived, bounce back.
Hey guys, if you haven't already, click that link in the chat. It will take you to some deals for MSI as gaming monitors. £80 back in Steam credits if you buy a monitor.
What deal, by the way, Jack?
Cheers, mate.
What a sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked the jerseys to be a little bit different, but 5 days to get something sorted is.
I mean, it does a job though, really.
Yeah.
It does a job.
And don't forget, when you do go onto that link and to choose a monitor, go to scan. Absolutely don't fucking bother with Amazon overclockers or eBuyer because they're all bell ends. And if you go to scan, not only will you get, and you let me know, not only will you get a discount by going through Noctem, but I can sort you out a price through scan as well.
immediately.
Look at that.
Oh, we're talking double deals right there.
Looks like they want more.
And that's exactly what you need
Those
to do,
monitors
right?
do
I mean,
look
if you're not going to be able to
sexy
stop
as well.
the presence of Detain,
We've
just
got to
send Ewan
stop
down there, Ewan
giving them
himself,
blood
this Ray
here.
gonna be able to get
I
a big
don't like
first
this.
blood. Now up to 3 in a row for himself. You have numbers, but the bomb carrier is the one pushed up.
If you're in the air, what would
Needs
you
some
say?
assistance to
Slow
be able to
down.
get that rock down.
Double up or...
I mean,
Just
high rise you can afford to stiff up really. Like
Yeah,
I was
please,
watching,
so-
I was watching the Thieves versus Breach game, and the thing is with Breach, they were playing too slow, whereas Thieves have found like the right tempo, and it was a bloodbath. Sorry, I got a poorly throw. That's why I keep coughing.
Shame, mate.
I don't know. I think something's going around.
Get the honey and lemon, some hot water, a little bit of honey, a little bit of lemon in there. Get on them, you'll be fine.
Is that the way? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and if you've got ginger, scrape a little bit of ginger in there.
So, dead even game.
Speaking of gingers, big old ginger.
And Ian, we can't forget that.
Like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago on the sub base, hardpoint. We're going to be able to get some hard reads in between these two. Again, these are very historic S&D players when it comes down to European challengers, let alone the entire scene altogether. What's the adaptation going to be? It's going to be 2 players lurking in this
Well, this full fucking story mode, the poor ginger in Insomnia. I need to apologise to him and Angel.
He loves it. He loves it.
You know, you get like you get to dig up with it. Oh.
This is what I don't like. Look, 2 of us are pushed up mid, and 2 of us are still back spawn. I don't like that. I think when 2 of us are pushing up for map control, I feel like the other 2 should utilise it.
I don't think this is going to get ready. The guy in elevator is going to get a free pick now.
So much to clear if you are Keza. Not expecting him to be inside of the second elevator. Last alive will inevitably be Nile. 1v3.
I like Nile in a 1v3.
I mean,
honestly, the amount of like 1v3s and 1v4s he gets.
Yeah, and not against these though. I don't.
But he had one against Team War.
Yeah, Team War is such a Jekyll and Hyde side, though, aren't they? They literally, they've got easily the biggest juxtaposition of capabilities in a series. Like they could absolutely slay you out in a hard point and then just fucking get 6-0'd in his S&D.
Yeah. But
So weird.
I think they're the best S&D team in Europe, and nothing will convince me otherwise. Look at their record on S&D. It's ridiculous. I mean, we got Bance who's very good at S&D anyway, and he always has been. I bet he's probably leading the way for the most part.
Yeah. It's a weird one. I was like confused because he's like their IGL really, isn't he? And it's just they just haven't hit the kind of form I've expected them to hit. Obviously they got fucked over in the last cup, so you didn't really get to see how they're gelling properly as a team with Felix. But
I think
how did they just get on in their last game even?
Team War.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ben's put it in 2-1.
Okay. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for War at the moment is Afro, because the difference in challenges with the CDL, I think he's getting used to it.
Yeah.
Because he's had some horrible, especially over the elite. I think we made him go like triple neg, right?
Yeah.
On or double neg on the Karachi HP.
I think both Bens have said it. Bance and Bean said that like coming back into challenges just totally freaked them out. They were like, they play a lot more because, but it's such a varied level as well. So where they were getting consistently good less games in the CDL, but good quality practice. It's like hit and miss in challenges, and that I think genuinely speaking, most of the teams are prone to be more aggressive in challenges, because I think that's from the kind of that's how they've been successful as individuals, you know, in terms of being hyper aggressive. So it must have freaked them out.
Nice. I think another factor into it is you're going from players who play very intelligently and a lot slower pace to guys who don't really have anything to lose. They've got more to prove, you know. So they're running around trying to get kills. They're taking road routes. Oh, come on, boys.
Lampy style routes.
We lost the 2v4.
Down to one. Nile in a 1 versus 2. Time in your hands, just trying to.
He's so close. If he gets his life.
I mean, we have bombed down. I don't.
Just so spread out.
I mean,
more
what?
bonehead plays from Ben. I think he's talking about challenges, not about Noctem. He could be talking about Noctem.
He could be, yeah. He could be. I wouldn't hold it against you, Ben. No worries.
I mean, they're like we got. I'm not sure who it is, but they just jump off site when there's someone already watching that lane. Like, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Save some late utility, specifically those tacks. Try to find where some of these players are lurking at. But it seems that Mr.
I hate SMD.
He is flying through underground.
How do we match up against these on the high-rise control?
Good. I think from scrims, but scrims is a lot different to LAN. I'm confident though. Like I can, like having Nile and Jed on a team fills me with confidence in this sort of nice. That's huge.
Oh, he's played his life. Just regain. Oh, the time.
I mean, you can just see how deep Kez is playing. Just watching everything outside.
They need this win, not just obviously that, because they've got the first blood as well. This is like obviously vital for so many reasons, but fucking hell.
Nice. Read this guy. Nice, you got the info.
27 seconds to make a play. All the way down through bottom red.
Someone, Nile, please read this. Nile should read this.
I think he's fucked it on time as well.
He hasn't. Nice.
Let's go.
We're around 11 ice. Come on, boys.
Mid-tier challenges. Yeah, Ben's reiterated he wasn't talking about Noctem. Yeah, wild mid-tier challenger teams.
All right, and that's happening tomorrow. So.
Oh, boys.
Stuff, but, I mean,
good looking squad right there.
They look calm though, don't they? That's good.
Yeah,
he's nervous.
I think Revived will be nervous, personally.
Yeah, I think so as well. Well, I always feel Kez gets a little
flustered.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, I think he gets anxiety. I think strikes him quite hard.
I mean, he warmed up on the sub bit. Actually, at one point he was at 4 and like 15 or something, right?
That was him, was it?
Yeah, that was. Come on, nice.
Look at that trade there. Keza just jumps on
that is
he's
nice.
He's arrived and Genesis saving Keza.
Nice.
Oh, he's got him.
Boys.
2v1,
You don't need to take that.
Down to one aspect
just
and a
leave
1
it.
versus
Just
2.
leave it. Just play your lives. Play your lives.
Towards A, repositioning and healing back up.
Don't need to
52
push
seconds
it.
to make this happen, to clutch up for the team.
50
to send us
seconds,
to a
come on, boys.
high-rise control.
Let him plant and you know where he is.
Play it safe, I think. Aspect just
He's surely just seen him.
Reaction from the second player, so 2 individual gunfights that Aspect win. 1 versus 1.
Yeah,
Aspect for sure got that.
He's 108.
Last player is going to be all in the
Keane, I think.
It's going to be Genesis. 9 and 7 for him. Going to close it out. The bomb does need to get recovered here, and it's all the way over in front of
I like
elevators.
this.
James has a hell of a read and a hell of an iron to hold.
Genesis opened up game 1.
Oh, no.
Looks like he's ready
That's
to
fine.
Fucked him for time. He's just repositioning and hide.
The time is in his favor. He just has to stay alive.
You gotta push your bomb, Keane. Come on.
A bomb's going to get planted. I mean, this is a lot riding off of it, right? It's 2 MCWs versus each other.
So where do you go? Full wrap for Genesis. 35 seconds to put this.
He's nervous, number 5 though.
Fashion aspect.
He's read this though.
6, looking for double digits to take us to a map number 3.
Got time to play around with him.
Genesis going all the way around the world here. Time is running out.
Easy read.
Aspect turns around, but the timing doesn't fit him. He stays alive. 18 seconds, and Aspect has a chance to clutch. Gonna hop the bomb right away.
Oh, he's too late. It's too late.
No, I don't know.
He's taking it too slow. He's taking it too slow. Oh.
And we're going to game 3.
Why? Like, I don't get it. Why are we so separate? Why have we took the chow? I don't.
I mean, that's a Wow, things that I honestly didn't see happening. I mean, like, look, like
I
Genesis
don't
has
get
been
it.
playing COD
I
for a
don't get it.
very long time, but the fact that he decided that
It's
the last
difficult as
one
well
would
when
be
you
the
take
long
such a
flank
big
game,
route.
he
It eats
almost got
into
the
so
time to
much
be
of
able
the
to gun
time
aspect
available
towards
to
the
you as
back.
well.
But he should have killed
And
him when he
give
was on
aspect
top of
the
the
second
fucking
time, but
thing
taking
as
that
well.
gunfight, he will 100%
Yeah, I
win.
mean,
Feel like
that's
with the amount of
unusual for him
time
to
the
not get
bomb
the
was
shots
planted
in, but
for him to be able
sometimes
to
that
hit
just
that route, he could have checked it from
I
Elevator,
think
tips the
they,
he could
fan.
have checked it from
I think they
L-stairs,
were
and then he could have checked it obviously through
anticipating
the
that
underground
he didn't
pop-up
have
of
bomb.
what we just saw there for the
And that's
gunfight
why
window as
I
well.
think I'm
Very
pretty
tough
sure
to
it was
say
Keon.
that aspect. What
He
was that, a
didn't
1v3
overchow
at the end,
because
being able to
he
isolate
wanted
those
the time
last
to
few
go down.
players. He got in the
Yeah,
first,
I thought that
forced
as
out the
well.
1v2.
I
So
thought he
He
was
got
going
the
to try and get
information. I
him
think
to
a
play out the
teammate,
clock,
if
but
not himself, actually saw the
you
jump
were
peek
right
yeah,
when you
through
said he
over
should have
by
pushed him. No,
Wood.
as soon
And
as
then he was
as
able to
soon as he
isolate that kill.
dropped
Just
down,
waiting
I
for the
think he
challenge to
should
come through
have
left windows.
went for
Got
the
the
push.
perfect centering
At
jump
least
out
tried to play for
from that house.
yeah,
the
no,
info.
100%. That
Isolated the
that
1v1
was a
there
correct
at the end.
play
He knew exactly where
because
Genesis
in
was gonna
my
be at.
eyes,
So yeah, again,
he was on
I'm not
top
gonna
Gens
sit here
B.
and
I think there was about
continuously
10 on it.
praise aspect, but this is the
He
fact that
hasn't
definitely
heard
reasons
him.
why
The
we've been
likeliness
gassing
of
this
him
guy
pushing
up
up B
since the
Street,
beginning
by
of
the
this
time
year.
he
This guy
gets
is the real
to the
deal. He
player,
shoots
it'll be
incredibly straight.
about 3 seconds on it.
Absolutely
So
fantastic
he's not
plays
going to
from
risk that.
aspect.
So you
High-res
know he's going to be
control, my first
either planting
control of the
bomb.
day, everything when I'm on the desk.
Or
Yeah,
set up for the
I'm
kill.
excited. Both
yeah,
of
you
these
got
teams
presume he's
chance to go
planting
up
bomb.
against the
That's why I
#2
think he
seed
goes there.
and
I think
continue their
instead of
winners
pushing
bracket
B
run.
Street,
We're gonna
as
get things
he
set up
should
with
have
a
went,
little bit of a break when
tried
we
to
come
get
back.
a sight
High-res
on it,
between
maybe
Noctem and
on
Robust.
stairs or over towards that side, so that at least if he's fucking going to get shot, he's got a
Yeah,
chance to dip.
or take heli steps.
Yeah,
But
well, that's what I mean. Heli steps, those stairs there, yeah.
to be honest, we can't really scrutinize that much because he shouldn't have been put in that situation anyway.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Yeah, but I think when he pushed out really far, like out to the edge of the map, and you saw the revived player actually, I think he saw him or he checked that corner. I assumed he had the information and that they were gonna at least pincer that in some way.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they seen him, then I think it was now Kean's arrow would have moved. So they obviously didn't see him because Kean would be stationary looking down B Street. So I'm presuming whoever's jumped up on the left window hasn't seen him. But I think the revive player did see him. But I just think there, you force him to come into that right window. You got a guy the other side of spawn who can watch over you. Bait the guy to come into you. You don't have to challenge. That's my perspective on it.
Yeah.
Madness. Right, I'll be back in 2, boys.
All good.
Is it Eric Bloomsburg? The hell am I seeing?
Oh, Pablo, mate, you egoed me earlier.
Really?
Yeah, I followed you on Twitter because I seen you come up on. I think you liked one of Noctem's tweets, so I was like, oh, I'll follow Pablo.
Oh, let me
Got
check.
aired. I got completely aired. I don't really use Twitter, bro. Like I'm not really for all of that.
I am I think at one point I had 5 Twitter accounts, so let me just.
You're hardcore Twitter. That's what I'm
It's
hearing.
been a bit shit though. It's logged me out and been a bit of and it wouldn't load the timeline for much of today, so it's been a bit weird the last couple of days. But actually, why am I? I can see. I see you. I got you. Did you know that you bear real striking resemblance to Amelia Clark?
No, that is Amelia. Oh, bro, yeah.
Hey!
You had me completely checked out there, to be honest. I don't really. I actually only downloaded Twitter the start of this year because when I was always doing like analyst work, I always did it like, you know, in the shadows. Like I don't really care for all of it. But when I come into this year, I was like, you know what? I'll get onto it. I really don't like social media. That's why.
I mean, it serves its purposes. Unfortunately, I have to work in it as a medium as well, so it's just one of them. You'll live with it. But it's literally like the outside of like the old weirdo on Reddit. It's the place, isn't it?
Yeah. It's also handy to find scrims.
Wait there. Man, why is the temperature just like shot up in Liverpool for some reason? Are we on here? It is still 21 degrees, man.
What part of
No,
Liverpool?
I'm lying. 16
Are you
degrees.
from?
I'm from the north, but I live in the south. From Kirby, but I live in a place called Cressington.
Cressington, oh yeah. I go to uni in Liverpool.
Ah, what did you study there, mate?
Biomedics.
Very nice, very nice. You were in the posh new building.
Which one?
It's like they rebuilt the medical wing and well, they've rebuilt the whole Royal as well. So.
No, I don't think. I'm not from uni. I go LGMU.
Oh, you LJMU, you're in the nice uni.
Yeah.
I went to the nasty uni. I went to uni off.
You confused me there because I was thinking, wait, what? And then I realised you want about the uni off.
Yeah, I was uni off, and it's just it's not the friendly uni. It's like it's the up its own arse uni.
Are you gonna come out for drinks with me in Genesis?
Yeah, can do, mate. When are you out?
We haven't planned it yet. He lives literally down my street. Like
yeah, he's they're like they're not on the waterfront, are they? They're not far though.
No, they're near Marybone. I don't know if you know where that is. It's weird because when I come home, I live right next to Keon, so I can go out for pints with him, and then when I go to uni, I've got James down the road from me. So both literally, respectively, 2 minutes away from me. I think James a bit less. I think about a minute walk.
Excuse me. Sorry, I've just done a fat burp. Yeah, I was speaking to we were at Insomnia. I ended up on having a few drinks with Jackie Boy here. OD, Angel, Genesis. So yeah, we were having a good old convo about the pool. Yeah, they're in town. I do remember Angel saying they were in town. So.
James is a proper sound bloke. I had him for Boston as well. Really nice guy.
Yeah, agreed. But I think we're gonna have to get out there for a major next year. I think at the very least and get this camera out. It's fucking pissing me off that I haven't been able to make it.
Yes, mate. We'll make sure of that.
Yeah, I think we should coordinate, mate. Absolutely. The major wants to come and give us a bit of time to get the schedules aligned.
Get the scan deal in the bag and then.
Yeah. Imagine. Well, they're gonna. We're already trying to get them to send us to LA for work next year. So there's like a music conference that happens every year that you're supposed to go to, but we haven't been able to go to. So we're trying to like force the round to send us, which should be fun.
Nice, man. Guess where I am next week? I am in Toronto, funnily enough, for a few days, going to Niagara Falls, and then I'm off to Seattle for a couple of days, and then I go up on a cruise around Alaska for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so hence why.
Amazing.
Oh, he's pissed on him.
What did you say before? Yeah, we seem to do all right against them in scrims.
Lots of heavy lifting here to do for
Kez. That was definitely a Kez 3-piece surely.
I think as well, like I think sometimes we've got a tendency to be very lackluster. Oh, not you.
That's best gun of the game, Renetti.
Nice.
Remember the RK5, the RK7? Diamati? Yeah.
Oh,
let's go ahead
this is
and
a bit
add
trickier.
to that list,
Dig themselves out now.
This can still go down to lives as well.
No, this is fine. This is honestly,
12v12, yeah, could go down to lives.
Did have for themselves after they very ballsy.
No, we're fine.
Over by B, but now the map control is all theirs to lose.
You need to get a couple more picks to make a play around A. No, it'll push your right windows.
9 lots of time here to see
nice.
these lives unfold. This could
So
potentially
zombie.
And for Noctem, I'm sure you don't want to let that
That'll be an interesting one on that.
It's high rise after all.
I think Clutch will do that.
Come on, boys.
Nice shots there.
I don't know. I really don't know about that.
Detained. The MCW in hand, but still trying to work their way out of these windows. Noctem.
Come on, ape him.
I still think the dumbest move of the year so far was Clutch letting go of Rappy.
It's worked for them though. It's worked for them. Got like since they got.
No, I get they've been sound, but I just think he's. I don't think they would have fell off with him.
I honestly I don't have too much faith in Clutch Rain on LAN. It's something.
Trying to be a nuisance, dealt with. Next player up is going to be 102.
Yeah, it's just how you've got to just. I mean, the key really is if you can replicate the kind of form of Twiz and Cobra, particularly Twiz, though, who's so inconsistent at times. Oh, that's big.
Sorry, I was so knocked in then.
You're about 5 seconds ahead of us.
Wait, I'm watching your stream.
Oh, sorry, I should go onto your stream. I'm ruining this. Alright, let me mute this one.
I was like, how does he know?
That's a huge offense, by the way. That is absolutely massive.
It's just such a fine point.
Yeah, I've got the Twitch stream on just for the chat.
When it comes down to high-rise control, just giving up.
Yeah, Socko's complaining. No spoilers, Ethan.
Push. Oh, my bad, Socko, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, totally, because round 5 defense might honestly be a thing.
Yeah, I think I think Twiz is I think he had some good support from Brezzy, and I think he's learned a lot because he was so unpredictable and a little inconsistent last year. He's been a lot better this year, and if he can replicate that on LAN, I think that's going to be a difficult Clutch Rain team to beat, and especially if the Team War team that has been playing so fucking inconsistently on LAN turns up tomorrow.
I think the denominator for me, which is making me question where they're going to place, is looking at Pax placements. It doesn't fill me with confidence, because you have to remember, like, as well, online is a lot different to LAN. Like, when Pax on 2 ping in central London, like, squaring up to anyone on the map, is that a bad habit he's got into because he's got the ping advantage? Is he going to perform well on LAN? His placements probably suggest that he doesn't have as much LAN experience as the other 3.
Yeah.
So it's one of them. I fucking love Pat. I think he's a great player. So I wanted to see them do well, but
I mean, it's a tricky one for me because I do love Clutch Rain. They're one of the friendliest organisations out there. They were one of the first challenger teams of any note that really opened kind of up to me and Major in terms of letting us in and letting them talk to them and, doing stuff with them. And Tank's just brilliant. The things that Tank has tried to do for his players, and it's just not been able to do it. It's just daft. But obviously, me and Major are big Felix fans, so I'd love to see Felix do well. Do you know what I mean? Our big dream is to get Felix into the league in some way. Not get him into it. He's going to do that himself, but he's kind of come through at the same time as that we came through. So it's a tricky one. I don't really give a shit about anyone else really, because they've all had a good taste of the CDL. So it's like, I always like to see the rookies get through. That's it, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree.
But once they're there, they can fuck off. Once they're there, they're big bollocks shitters.
Yeah,
immediately into edgelords who don't DM you back.
Yeah, they won't be liking any of your tweets.
And this has got to be the most interesting period now, coming up to the end of the season for any rookie, or low-end CDL player. This is just because you do not know what's coming next. Well, maybe you do, and you've been forced to sign NDAs, especially if you're in the CDL, but I doubt it very much. Microsoft are genuinely
we would have a league by now, I reckon.
Well, OD says he doesn't have a clue, and normally he says he knows well by now what's going on.
Nice! Let's go! Nice, boys. Good fucking shit. Nice!
Yeah, that was dominant, that in the end.
Sorry, I get way too into this.
No, I love it. I love it. If I was in a service, I'd probably be like it as well.
What's Ben saying? Wasn't there a recent 2-year sponsorship signed?
And also the difference between whether or not they have to show back up
What's that? Sorry, Pablo?
Ben's just put in the chat. Wasn't there a recent 2-year sponsorship signed? Is that a CDL sponsorship? Someone come on board?
And again, I don't want to continue to sit here and beat it.
Yeah,
dead horse,
maybe.
but this should be 1-1 if Revive didn't get too big for their britches.
No,
And trying
the
to
London
get back
spot
over
might
towards
come
that B zone
available next year.
defensively. We'll have to see if they can
See what
rectify
happens.
You got the
issues that they had
they
on
said they're
the
not going to do the
previous event,
25 mil thing
opening
again,
salvo
did they?
here.
So
They
Yeah,
can
so
open things up
that's off
emphatically
now.
and walk away with,
Like, are we going to see
maybe
the
1-2 ticks
London
and have
Owls?
most
Is that
of
going to be a
lives
thing?
lost.
Under
You're
not,
going to be sitting pretty
Yeah.
going into that next round.
They are definitely feeling good.
no, I said it to Odie, and he was like, let's make it happen. I was like, I love that, Odie. I love that.
Mate, I don't even know if I can say it, you know, because it's not been. No, I think I can't say it. I might message you later. I can't say it. I'm not stream. Yeah, but he's fucking OD, man. He's so funny. He's. Let's just put it this way. He's gonna be doing two of the biggest things in esports you'll have seen. It's just mental. But yeah, I'll have to leave it at that. Sorry.
We need to lock in a 24-24, no extra time from the B capture. Got good map position. Don't lose this nice.
They must know now that they're triple weighted over to the left hand side. Oh, that's a beautiful nade coming out of Revive there.
But Genesis goes down, so it's just continuous success from Revived off the respawns. Niall trying to hold on to this time, but he's cleaned up by the
we need to make a decision now. Number 4 could be...
Let's
go for top alley, I like that.
But Aspect sitting around, still looking for kills.
That's huge pick.
Hunts down the player in the back and rotates back in towards B. It looks like Revive, they are heating up here. And Aspect tried to go for the beatdown. Noctem are not done.
No extended mag on that René. He's unable to get it.
Nice.
Looking for a little bit more. Able to at least get
Do we
It's going to give them something. He could do with a little bit of help there.
Well, he's got his mid covered, he's got B Street covered.
Yeah, mid's going to get pushed back.
They
Those
just
two of them pushed through.
Oh, it's just a nade onto time.
It looks like they're setting up for a late contest.
Nice, it's huge too.
Oh,
Nice.
108, that is huge.
And so does Aspect, so this
I'm pretty sure that's
B-zone is
Kian,
going
if I'm not
fast, and
mistaken.
Now for Revive, you're in a similar
Got an
situation
AR.
to the first round where you do
Could
not
be
want to
Kian.
dedicate your lives over towards
Looks
B.
like Kian's
You have
movement.
to be careful here.
But you can tell it's
Trailing
definitely
by
Nile.
now, down to 2. Can you make this transition as seamless as possible? Yeah, absolute chef's kiss coming through for Revive. You lost that B zone, that's whatever. But you don't want to lose this round, obviously, because then you lose the map.
Got the info just back up.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh, that's lovely.
Let's go.
So Revived down by 1 life, now even.
You gotta be careful here though.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, number 4 is doing work here though. Push up that B street, make them tweak. Isolate number 6, no you can't push it
How's he got away with that?
Down on the map.
40 seconds on it, 9-9. Double S&D. Start hitting down B street.
Yeah, you got to get your picks now though, and they're going to. Well, no, he's
That's
pushed
big
up quite
player
high,
too.
so it's going to be an easy kill, isn't it? That was a mistake, I think.
No, this is
Nice.
really good. This is really good.
Yeah, a mistake from Revive, sorry.
Specifically, Desiree needs to hold
This,
on to his life. Makes the most of every kill.
no.
Yeah,
I love it.
Still
Nice.
Oh, that's it.
Finally cleans up there from Detain. 16 seconds for Noctem to put this one away.
We know they got hit.
We
We
might
need
be
a point
going
now.
a little bit longer here, but at 6 lives playing 5 and Revive, they cannot feel comfortable just yet. Genesis putting
Oh,
the
that's
pressure on.
huge.
That's huge. That's
Take the
huge.
second one.
Gotta
and
stay
now
alive, though, you
the
gotta stay alive.
response on both sides, and you
Big on
have
the sun.
Noctem on the point. Genesis looking to make the
Get him, get him,
wrap
get him.
around.
Oh my
Nice, Jim Jam.
Trades are
Oh.
through. Finally shut down
Player
by
two's got-
Aspect. 3 seconds left.
Oh.
No
That's fine.
touch from
That's
Noctem
honestly
and
fine.
Revive.
We've got
Stay
Cruz in
alive.
back pocket as well.
Ever so slightly.
Oh.
So no segments captured.
Please.
Over on
Oh,
A.
he's so mate.
6 segments are the total,
Yeah,
and then
I think
the map
Carey's.
themselves.
I'd love an expansion as well. Everyone wants the
Well,
expansion.
Not only do
Essentially,
you
I think
have
we
to
want
win
to go
this
back to
offense stay
CWL,
alive
but
in the high-rise
yeah,
control,
apologies,
I
mate.
think
Can't
you
fucking.
have to do it so well that
Who's
you are
who's
on
Soccer with
lives.
now?
Something that
Is
you
he
have
still
been
with
missing since the
Avo
first
and
round, once it kills.
Yeah.
The
Got-
second
He's
round,
retiring.
you lost due to
He's
time. I
retired.
think
He's
they were
waiting
still
for a
down
new
by handful of
opportunity.
kills. So Revive will
Okay.
only have to get all 6
22
segments
down,
to tie up the segment
1-0.
progress to be able to fully clear it out, because it is currently 4-6. You just generally need to win this round in the most emphatic way possible if you are
Come on,
Revive.
boys.
Not only to force a round
Huge
number 5,
defense,
but to be
come
able
on.
to feel good going in towards that round 5. Maybe get a cruise missile as well.
Excuse me.
Tough stipulation to write up for yourself, but Revive, you gotta have it here.
Wonder what Coach Angel is saying after the maps.
Hope you got the earpiece to her.
Oh, 22 are out.
Yeah. Get on the phone. Repeat these words.
Yeah, they must have got these by.
Two more one more, and then we're in such a good spot here.
This is perfect. Like, we couldn't ask for much better here. That's a huge 2. Oh, he didn't get the second though.
Oh yeah, I mean, think you just gotta triple shot that.
Delay the timer.
Finally, just get him out of your spawn.
Nah, look how far we push it.
Man,
This
Genesis
is
been
beautiful.
having
As long as
a
number 2
great
doesn't get
match,
swamped
number
here.
3 as well. 32 and 20 for the
Play
kill
the info.
after losing a
Nice.
Finds
crucial
one.
1v1 to potentially close
He
it
needs
out
help
2
from
to
that
0,
guy.
but,
He needs hit
I mean, they
beast.
can do no
Stay
wrong.
low, stay low, stay low.
No wrong at all. The kill feed continuously going in Noctem's favor. That is only the second elimination that Revive
Nice.
found for
Good
themselves
shit.
all round 4 long.
Repinches
Sub
beast
25
you know
seconds
one's
remain.
passed
Revive need to
through.
get cooking now.
You got the info guy in elevator picking up,
Nice.
nice.
And you don't expect Detain to be hiding in the elevators.
This is
A combined
GG's.
66
Garbage.
kills between Detain and Genesis, and they are locked in for this winner's bracket match. Time now ticking away. 7 seconds left. A
We got
couple
crew,
kills
it's
here
fine.
from Refinder. They're going to jump down. He doesn't die to the propane, and
Oh,
Genesis
shit.
now dead.
Come on,
so
you need to
4
get that
stack
fucking-
onto A. We're not done yet, Andy. The kills just continue to come.
Where's the street?
1 kill comes through.
Where
So it's
was-
just a 2
Where's
stack.
the street?
He already used it.
If you are 106 aspect, don't even give it up.
He's not already used it, right?
One more alive on the zone. That's going to be
I don't know.
Marquez trying
I
to at
wasn't
least
paying
do gush
attention.
work, but can't get anything more done.
Nice.
This
One
1v1
more.
for the
GG's,
top
GG's,
zone
go on.
might just be
Let's
it.
go.
Seven in hand. No way Kez
Oh,
gets away with that.
Oh, he's got it.
0.0 seconds finally dealt with Noctem.
Jesus.
Send all
Right,
Revive
play-
down to the
plays
lower
Black
bracket.
Knights.
It
Let's lock
definitely
in.
got hairy.
Yeah, betting
But I
saying
gotta
6
say
EU
this much,
teams
a
out,
3-1 scoreline
9
does not do
remain. One of
justice
those
for how
EU
much
teams
fighting
was
Noctem did in that
was a-
high-res control.
No,
So,
not at
wait.
all.
Silly side though,
You know,
wasn't
you
it?
gotta give some
Wait, did I hear that
Revive
right?
towards the end there. They did not
You
say
just roll over
6
on the
EU
map.
teams
They
are out?
fought to the very
Yeah,
end.
6 EU teams are out, 9 remain.
0.0
So-
seconds
so-
left
Yeah.
in those last
22
Okay.
has just gone
of the
out.
high-rise
Oh,
control,
that was
but,
expected,
hey,
though.
Noctem just take care of
Yeah,
business. I
and,
think, you know, you
was
look
that
at this
winners?
matchup
Yeah,
on
so
paper, I
Mistaken
mean,
have dropped,
kinda heading
Mistaken
into winners
NA
round
aren't
three,
it?
and
Yeah,
it's
but
just
so
like,
it's just
these
on
are
our
two
own,
teams who play each other very
obviously,
often
Antside
over
were never
in
gonna do
Europe,
it
and you
anyway,
would
so-
expect it to be very close. You would expect these players to kind of know the tendencies of each other, and it's kind of what we saw. Very
I mean,
close
22 had a
sub-base,
really
around
tough
11 in
bracket.
the search and destroy. It
I'd
almost,
actually
say,
like
goes
to
a
see the
round
bracket
five
because I
victory
didn't.
control,
Oh, do
but
you want me to send it
you
you?
just kinda see a little
Yeah,
bit of
if you could,
separation
yeah.
there from
Yeah,
the
that's
Noctem
fine, I got
players.
you.
You know what
Getting
that
points
the
into
at
Detain,
is
and
for FaZe
Genesis
Black?
just completely take
Should be
over
FC Black.
that map number
Yeah,
3,
FC Black.
and Revive kind of
Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, please say you're gonna call them cunts.
Yeah, again, I would definitely say that we would have been loading in
Tomorrow.
round number 5 there.
Yeah.
For all
It's
intents and
just called-
purposes. I don't like
just
considering
exceed.
dead horse, even though I've already said that one
Half
time
blood.
between maps 3 and now. But regardless of the matter, there's just no reason whatsoever why they should have gone over towards that
that's
B zone.
weird.
That is such a rookie mistake for such a veteran
Alright,
team.
send
to
you
be
the
going
I'll send you
for,
the link
a
on
team that
Twitter,
has,
pal.
the likes of
Yeah, I'm
Kez,
gonna.
Aspect,
Why
BD.
can't I
You
just
look at some
add
of these
you as
highlights.
a friend
Very winnable
on
series
here?
overall when it comes down to Revive, albeit for that round.
I can do
11
that as well.
sprint that they
I'll
put
send
together
you
for
one, you can
themselves.
accept it.
Even throughout the sub-base hard
But
point,
I
they
don't
started
understand why I
flipping
can't just
things
add
going
you
back
right
into their
now with
favor,
this.
but
Click to add a
that
note.
high-rise
I can
control,
add a note
either
about
you
you.
overheated
Ah, no,
Oh,
there we
you
go.
can-
overcomplicated what could
I
potentially
think
Goes on
be a
right
late
click, there we go.
resurgence for
So-
themselves, but
Perfect.
it just blows up in
There's
smoke.
sending on
Noctem
both now.
going to be able to claim victory here as the
Oh,
better
so-
team, at least
Would
in
I
this
be
matchup.
delusional to think we can
We'll
win
have to deal
against
with FaZe Black tomorrow.
FC Black?
No, mate, we can win. 100% we
So,
beat
by
FC
the
Black
way,
tomorrow.
I don't know if you
I
saw,
lo-
but the
I
team
love
in
that
Genesis
confidence.
at the end of match
I've
number
done a
three
lot of
I do
research.
had
so
maybe
mate.
about
No,
100
I think this was
That
the
was the-
banana skin for me, and then
No.
now we just win it all.
No, genuinely,
Yeah, no,
I
that's fair.
I think we can cause an
FC
upset.
Black are horrible, by the way. They're not. It's not like playing. They've done every team they've played, and not the last major, maybe the major before that. I literally sent a message to Ant saying, "So FC Black then out by how much?" And he just went, "It's going to be it's just going to be a massacre." They're just horrible, and they're back to being that side. That was the horrible side as well. They're just so good,
Yeah,
so
but
quick.
they never come up against Noctem esports, have they?
My angle is and obviously as a coach you go through previous games and whatnot and you break down what the other team's about, and they had a tourney, the SGB tourney, and they did horrible. So this is their most recent, like this tournament is the first tournament since the SGP, so we'll have to see.
Yes. I'm excited for tomorrow. That's for top 12, ain't it?
Yes, no. So it would be. No, give me 1 second.
We've locked up top 24.
So there'll be top 16, I think. There's 8 matches. That's top 16, right?
I don't know. I find it so hard to.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, wait. No, I'm completely lost with this bracket. It'd be a lot easier if they just put top, or you know, this is where you'll finish. But I think who's this team here?
Oh, so Annex went out. By the looks of it, they got beat by Juju the Don. Oh,
oh so Nathan Parker's out. Wait, did Nathan Parker win a series?
Yeah,
They won losers round something.
Oh, okay.
So they won losers round 2, losers round 3. And
okay, that's fair enough.
The first, even it's few. It just makes you a bit mad, doesn't it? Because they, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
I mean, realistically, then
yeah.
Look at that team on paper. They're not gonna make.
No.
Gonna make a run. I think for them, it's about getting experience, right? Because they
100%.
Like they'd be delusional to think if they could come to Toronto and make a crazy run. It's just
I think a lot of the problem is obviously that people sometimes don't appreciate the depth of talent in NA. Is pathetic.
Also, them winning the series is huge. Like,
I think
coming to their first international tournament when most of them were in the XP League,
right? Yeah, I think that's the nail right there, mate. I think they should be, pleased with the way they've performed. I did say to Nathan Park, his next big objective is just trying to improve the teams that he's on and the players around him, if he wants to go on. But again, some people just don't think he's quite, as good.
The full package. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you like straight up, at the moment he's not. But what these events do in the long run for a player that is can shoot their gun at the moment is it gives them loads. It gives them, I suppose, it gives them a bit of IGL experience. They're going, oh, countdown. We're on LAN. It'll be fine and all this. It has like leadership values, confidence. Going to an international LAN with 3 of the guys you've probably never met.
Yeah.
That's just my. I think it's a lot of. You get through a lot of psychological barriers, is what I'm trying to get at. I think, and you'll probably come back to it. You probably go home, and it'll be like, you know what, I can make something of this. Like I love going to LAN.
He's obviously got I think he's definitely got like the gun skill, right? Like he can shoot straight. So it's like, how can you apply yourself with the rest of it? It's like shooting your gun straight when you're at a top level is like your bare minimum, right?
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's so many more elements once you want to make them that leap. This is what we were looking at with Felix. He was always able to shoot his gun straight, but getting the experience with better and better players, and then actually assimilating that experience so that you're able to perform when it matters.
I'll just say this straight up: like the difference between Nathan Parker and Niall isn't gun skill. So from a top 8 player to a guy who probably gets consistent 32s. The difference isn't the gun skill; it's map knowledge. And knowing where to play, knowing where to block, knowing the right play calls. Going over VOD reviews, seeing what's going wrong, implementing strategies to counter what went wrong. That's what separates it.
Again, as well, I think for some players, especially, it's also like the intelligent practice, like good quality intelligent practice, and listening when you're not doing it. I remember the interview with Standy when he was saying like, how have you come this far, and he was just like constantly assessing his own play and constantly assessing team play. And then speaking to Steve Vortex and speaking to people who know Steve Vortex and how he works, it's just the preparation and the sheer work ethic that goes into it is second to none. Like they if someone's doing more than he thinks that he should be doing, he does more. Do you know what I mean? And it's very, very, it's intelligent as well, practice the way they do it. I remember speaking, someone posted Socko put what shooting straight to 1% is literally 1% of anything. It's not. I remember saying to Beans, like because obviously Beans is like legendary in terms of his gun skill. Like he just can dominate a map, but obviously that largely comes down to map knowledge. And I was like, do you practice that? And he went, I've never got it. I've never gone in and practiced to shoot straight against bots. I just play this game so much. He just plays all the time.
Yeah, I remember in you know, they have the zombie skin for the zombies, and it takes a while to do. And I remember being in scrims and him and Nasty having the zombie skin like a week after it was released. Like they didn't come off the game, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I always try and it's always a weird one when you when someone, the thing that infuriates me the most, Ethan, is when someone of a decent level, like I would go as far as saying, you know, top 8 challenger side in Europe will put a shout out and say we could do with someone to give us hand with VODs,
Yeah.
and you'll see like one person reply, and you just know there's people out there that, you know, if I'm an XP player and I've got access to doing a bit of Twitch or understand a little bit about sorting the VODs out for them in any way, I'd be all over that.
Yeah, but I think it goes both ways. So like on one side, there's the ego from the top 8 players or whatever, where they wouldn't even like let them scrim against them, and then like why would you do them a favour if they won't even scrim against you?
No, I mean, when they put the shout out for VOD, you always see it. You always see someone who's a team. It was someone recent as well, and they'll say like, "We've got no one to record VODs for us. Can someone just do VODs?" And it's that access that is just helps so much, I think.
So I think the thing is, like, a top 8 team, they only want to like work with someone who has like experience and knowledge and knows what they're talking about, who's got vouchers, you know. Like if they're coming in to do VODs and I suppose coach.
That's the misinterpreting me entirely.
Oh,
they literally just
the
amount of times I've seen them just say, we just want someone to come in and do VODs for us,
Okay.
like because they're going to do it themselves. Yeah, just record it and just be there. And the amount of times you'll see one response or 2 responses is like is wild.
So what I'll say to that is, from experience, obviously, it can be a very draining day to pretty much commit the best part of 6 hours of your day to go record some guy who probably won't even follow you back on Twitter, you know.
I used to do it while working a full-time job.
6 hours.
You're fucking some fucking 18-year-old. You've got fucking no excuse, mate.
Yeah, well, like... no, my day goes like, I'll go wake up at like 8, go uni, do everything I need to do, go gym, do whatever, and then I'm home for 3:30, ready to record, got my OBS off, and then that's me. Like I can't commit to anything for the rest of the day. Then like I just have to sit. I don't mind it. I enjoy it, or else I wouldn't do it. You know.
Yeah, but I think you need to do that if you want to get somewhere, right? Like
I
wake up at 6 every day. I'm doing Noctem stuff from like 6 till 8. I go and do 8 till 6, and then I get back on the Noctem stuff. I do all the watch parties, all the podcasts, all the content.
An investment in yourself as well.
Of course
do you know what I mean? And so if you're an XP league and you're like, I would like to do this a bit better, if someone puts that shout out, and my other one is obviously I say it to casters all the time is, you know, if you want to improve your casting, just fucking, you know, when you see that shout out for VODs, just fucking do them, because you're gonna be able to see how, especially because you're gonna be just on big map for the whole time. You're gonna learn so much about how these teams play. Like, if anyone's seen me play, right, the first question they'd be like, how can you cast? And it literally comes down to the effort that I put into doing VODs for teams and just learning how they play and understanding the game from that top-down perspective. But I fucking, you know, I can go into a fucking bronze game and not fucking, you know, get 20 kills or something. But like, if you're a proper player, if you're someone doing reasonably well in XP and someone puts that shout out, like, just fucking, especially if you're someone who streams, just take the opportunity to. The other thing is you're probably going to get into someone's team speak that you wouldn't normally be able to get into, and, you know, hear different things and hear how people talk to each other at that level. If you're not doing the same, listen to the effort that goes into it, the depth and detail that goes into it, and all those little things, especially if they want to record their audio as well. So you're going to be welcomed in. You know, to a different world.
I think
yeah, Lucy's TeamSpeak was comedy.
I don't think there was
afros as well.
Luty's TeamSpeak is good. I think another thing though is like let's say I don't know Team War, right? Marky B's ill, you know, he's come down with a fever, he can't VOD. Cynical, he's not there, he's on holiday with his missus, you know. They've got no person to VOD, they're a week away from a tournament. Do they want to risk getting someone in from Twitter who they don't know, who could potentially, you know, leak VOD, leak strats, leak setups? Or, for the most part, when people tweet out, oh, we need a VOD, they're targeting it to people they know.
Like, yeah, absolutely. I think I agree wholeheartedly on that. But someone like Team War, they've got a full, you know, a squadron of content people.
I was just using them as an example.
Obviously. But when I've seen it, it's normally not someone like Team War. It'll normally be kind of, you know, it'll be an aroma level player, or it'll be someone. It'll be like, you know, your top 6 to top 10 kind of team, and you're still going to largely be looking at the players that bounce up and down between the top 8 in total. You're still going to, especially if you're in a lower XP league, you're still going to learn something.
Yeah. The funny thing is how I actually got asked by Niall was pretty much the situation you're in now, because I was with Rafi, Henry, Chunk, and Sukri at the time, and I was doing strictly analyst work.
Yeah.
And Killy was on the team at the time, and he tweeted, "Oh, we need a VOD." I just DM'd him. I was like, you know, I'm free. I'm not VODing today. We're not scrimming. And then, you know, and I was like, you know, do you wanna be a stat man, or do you wanna be a coach? So I was like, you know, you gotta take it. But
yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, if you do get an opportunity, you know, don't be frightened to fuck it up. Just take it and do the best you can, because, you know, it might come up again and you'll have learned enough to not make the same mistakes again. So, you know, don't pussy out, and I think you've done the right thing there, and especially considering as well that you're right about what you said earlier on, where, you know, you trust what Niall's going to be able to do, because he's another smart player that, you know, if he doesn't end up in the CDL, he will end up coaching. So it's you know, it's just about being willing to learn, willing to accept your weaknesses and improve on them, and just not be frightened to say, put your hand up. Like, that's the key. And I know it's hard in this community as well, because esports does attract, you know, people who aren't that confident socially and aren't that confident in terms of their own voice. So it can be difficult, you know what I mean? But, you know, I think largely it's a supportive community.
Yeah, I think for me, the one difficulty I found was, because I've only ever done analyst work, I'll say to, like, I don't know, Henry, oh, by the way, Henry, you had a 40% hold on this, maybe you should set up like this, I've seen a team do this, try this, you know. To then go in, obviously I've done teams in the past, but then go into a very smart team and trying to pick out what's going wrong, it can be a bit difficult. But, and I was a bit, at the start I was a bit timid in the you know, the VOD review, but luckily I had someone like Niall to, you know, back up my points if I was saying something.
I think that's the other thing. I mean, I fall foul of it because I'm fucking just rude essentially, but
you scouse.
I'm just loud. Yeah, that's it. It just is what it is, isn't it? But it's good, and I think this is something that people should listen to. Is, you know, if you are a loud person, the best thing you can do in the world is make sure that you listen to the quiet people. You know, you know, mightn't be as confident in terms of speaking, but because you'll miss out on great ideas and miss out on a ton of important information, or, you know, game changing kind of stuff, because, you know, you're not giving everyone an opportunity to speak. So, and I'm the worst person for it. Like, I'm obnoxious and love the sound of my own voice, but yeah, it's nice to hear that, you know, you can go in and obviously you it's a different role for you. It's with people you don't necessarily know, and you still got someone with that kind of sport. Niall comes across great. He's such a nice lad as well. So Yeah,
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I've caught a few strays from him.
Yeah, it works, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's how it
work
is.
banter is I see it.
Man,
Yeah,
that was
that
quick.
was very nice, though.
Noctem, man. Who you got tomorrow? FC Black.
FC Black. Oh, light work.
Light work, yeah. Well, I mean, I do want
that.
to see these boys cry, so I would love nothing better than to see Noctem put Exceed into the fucking bin. That would be, oh, that would be chef's kiss right there.
Trust me, I would love that.
Rezzy's just dropped in. Rezzy.
To be fair, Rezzy, I don't know, mate. We were about to jump off.
Is there? I don't think there is ongoing games, but I don't know if they're. Don't know if they've got any more.
Pobo v Rally Royals. It must be losers. Love you, Rezzy, mate. Love you.
I'm going into losers now.
Yeah, you're everywhere in here, mate. You're there. Where else?
I don't know. Oh, God, Bowser. That's the only player that recognises bloody Bowser.
Do you know what? I got a story about Bowser. So way back in the day, this is when Noctem first started. He was like looking for someone to pick up his team, and he was like, he messaged me, and I was like, look, we've already got 2 teams. This is when we first picked up a team for an open. Like we had an EU team and an A team, and he was like, oh, just pick me up. I'm miles better than your team. And I was like, wow, mate, fucking hell.
Confident.
Never heard of you before, but maybe.
I think he had one good series a couple of majors ago, and was like went into pure self-proclamation about how quality he was, and then disappeared. I think Brody probably summed him up best. If you want how to sum up God Bowser, just ask Brody about what he thinks about him. But yeah, that's who's up next in this Pobo Rally Royales game. But yeah, I think he's a bit of a shitter, really. So
he's good for content.
I think Bowser's a good player.
I haven't watched much of him, but
I think this is the issue, though, isn't it? He had like a decent series in one LAN event, and then just went to shit after that. But his self-proclamation though is on point.
I quite like the arrogance and the confidence. You know, I quite like that sometimes. As long as it ain't directed at me, then I'm fine.
No, yeah. I mean, it's one of them, though, isn't it? Everyone just seems to go full Conor McGregor at some point in this scene.
Yeah.
It's very rare you get someone who's like consistently humble.
True. Right, that's going to be it for the stream. Thank you all for coming out. We will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be on mainstream a lot. We probably will be against FC Black, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I can only imagine that you'll be on that because
they haven't been on stream yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they have either. I'm surprised with the with Assam dropping back into their side.
Yeah, someone will. If not, we'll get Copy and Stingsy on the live streams, and we will be back for a watch party.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on.
Mate, anytime. Honestly, anytime. Like, if tomorrow, if you're free, just let me know, and then
I'll give you a shout. I'll give you a shout when I see the tweet go out.
Mate, with any luck, sadly, hopefully I won't be free, and hopefully I'll be collecting my bloody car.
Oh yeah.
Man, my car. Oh yeah, hopefully.